In the heart of ancient Rome, amid the grandeur of the Colosseum, where the cheers of the crowd echoed like thunder and the sand ran red with blood, there lived a man whose fate intertwined with the brutal spectacle of gladiatorial combat. His name was Cassius, once a soldier of Rome, now a slave condemned to fight for the entertainment of others. Born in the rugged hills of Britannia, Cassius grew up amidst the clash of swords and the calls of war. From a young age, he showed promise as a warrior, his skill with a blade unmatched among his peers. When the legions of Rome came calling, he answered eagerly, driven by a desire for glory and honor. In the distant lands of Germania and Gaul, Cassius fought bravely under the eagle standard, earning the respect of his comrades and the admiration of his superiors. But fate, ever capricious, dealt Cassius a cruel hand. In a skirmish against the tribes beyond the Rhine, he was captured along with his fellow soldiers. Shackled and stripped of his armor, Cassius was sold into slavery, a fate worse than death for a Roman soldier bred on the ideals of freedom and duty. Transported across the empire like chattel, Cassius eventually found himself in the heart of Rome, at the mercy of a lanista, a trainer of gladiators who saw promise in his powerful frame and unyielding spirit. Forced to endure the rigorous training of the ludus, Cassius was reshaped from soldier to gladiator, his past fading like a distant dream. The life of a gladiator was one of hardship and uncertainty. Each day brought new battles, not just against fellow men, but against the beasts of the wild brought to Rome's arenas to entertain the masses. For Cassius, survival meant mastering the art of combat in its most brutal forms, against the nimble retiarius wielding a trident and net, or the heavily armored murmillo with his fish-crested helmet and broadsword. Yet amidst the carnage and the cries of the crowd, Cassius clung to a flicker of hope. In the silent moments before dawn, when the ludus was shrouded in darkness and the others slept, he would steel himself against the despair threatening to consume him. He remembered the words of his father, a humble farmer who had taught him the virtues of courage and resilience. "Endure, my son," his father's voice whispered in the recesses of his mind, "for even in darkness there is light." As seasons passed and countless battles stained his hands with blood, Cassius began to earn a reputation in the arena. His skill was unmatched, his victories celebrated with roaring applause and showered with laurels, yet each triumph carried with it the weight of countless lives lost and the specter of death that haunted every gladiator's soul. It was during the Saturnalia, Rome's most lavish festival, that Cassius's fate took an unexpected turn. In a spectacle that spanned days, where the emperor himself presided over the games, Cassius found himself facing a formidable opponent, a veteran gladiator known for his ferocity and skill. As the crowd cheered and the trumpets blared, Cassius stood in the center of the arena, his heart pounding with a mixture of dread and determination. The battle that ensued was a spectacle of raw power and unyielding will. Swords clashed, shields shattered, and the air hummed with the cries of combatants locked in mortal struggle. For what seemed like an eternity, Cassius fought with a fury born of desperation, each blow struck with precision and purpose. In a moment that would forever be etched in the annals of Rome's history, Cassius stood victorious over his opponent, his chest heaving and his body drenched in sweat and blood. The crowd erupted into thunderous applause, their adulation echoing off the marble walls of the Colosseum. In that instant, Cassius felt a surge of triumph unlike any he had known before, a triumph not just over his adversary, but over the chains that had bound him since the day he was captured. As he stood before the emperor, his eyes met those of the man who held the fate of so many in his hands. In that gaze, Cassius saw not just a ruler, but a fellow human one who understood the cost of survival and the weight of duty. With a gesture that silenced the crowd, the emperor extended his hand to Cassius, a symbol of recognition and redemption. From that day forward, Cassius was no longer a slave or a gladiator, but a free man. Granted his rudis a symbolic wooden sword signifying his release from the arena, he stepped out of the shadows of the Colosseum into the light of a new dawn. With each step, he carried the memories of those he had fought alongside and against. their faces etched in his mind like the mosaics that adorned the walls of Rome. In the years that followed, Cassius dedicated himself to a life of peace and service, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring legacy of courage. His story became a legend whispered among the citizens of Rome, a tale of redemption found in the heart of darkness, of strength forged in the crucible of adversity. And as the sands of time swept across the empire, Cassius remained a symbol of hope and inspiration, a reminder that even in the face of death, there is the possibility of rebirth. And in the heart of the gladiator, the spirit of Rome burned bright. Thus ends the tale of Cassius, the gladiator who found redemption in the arena and freedom in the eyes of an emperor. His legacy lives on in the echoes of history, a testament to the indomitable will of those who dare to defy fate and forge their own path, no matter the cost. Exploring the world of Roman gladiators has been a journey through both spectacle and solemnity, where lives clashed in the arena amidst the cheers of thousands. From their origins as sacrifices to the dead to becoming symbols of valor and tragedy, gladiators have left an indelible mark on history. If you found this exploration intriguing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating historical topics. Let us know in the comments what other aspects of ancient Rome you'd like us to uncover next. Thank you for watching, and until next time, Ave Imperator, morituri te salutant. Hail, Emperor! Those who are about to die salute you.